Hey everyone, welcome back to an episode of Create with Linda. Today is Tuesday, guys, right? It's Tuesday? Tuesday? Yeah.
Yeah, Tuesday.
And I'm coming on because I have all these vegetables that I need to get cooked up, okay?
Why do we need vegetables?
Dip it. Oh, stop! You weirdo. Yes, he is weird.
You're weird too.
Julie went to Sam's yesterday and she surprised me and brought me home my pistachios. I already ate some last night. And I'm filling my little Tupperware. I fill a little Tupperware. Not this much. Because I'm trying to be a little bit more conservative with them, but it doesn't work because I love them. Hey, listen, they're better than eating cookies or eating M&Ms, so, you know, it is what it is. Anyway, right now this morning we had to go down early afternoon and bring my iPad in because my iPad charging port again for the fourth time is broken. So they're ordering me because I have the Apple Care. You know, I have the
Apple Care.
what is it called?
Apple Care.
No, but it's, you know, the warranty. So they're giving me another iPad. So I have to wait a few days, but I have my iPad still. Anyway, so we had to do that. So now I came home. I'm gonna make chicken wings for dinner. Julie bought them yesterday at Sam's, and they're defrosting in the sink because I want them to be defrosted. I don't like to cook chicken wings when they're frozen because they do not come out good. They don't come out crispy. They're not good. So I'm defrosting these, and it's only 2:45. So I have a good 2 hours before I have to put them in the oven. 2-3 hours. So they're soaking in cold water. Right now I have all these vegetables that I'm going to put together and make in the oven. I'm going to make 2 trays or whatever it is of roasted vegetables. This way they're all ready. I can eat them. We can eat them for dinners. You know, and everybody, whoever doesn't like whatever, they can siphon it out. And, you know, I have broccoli, I have cauliflower, I have peppers. I actually have 2 peppers, but I'm only going to use one bag because I'm going to use the other 3. I think I do have another 3 in there for something else. I have a zucchini, and I have carrots, of course, and I have butternut squash, and I have cabbage. Which cabbage I'm going to do, and I have string beans. Cabbage I'm going to do separately because I'm going to do something separate with those. I'm not going to put those in with the roasted vegetables. I'm going to do them separately because nobody really likes. Billy would probably eat them, cabbage and onions. I'll make him try them. So, anyway, I gotta get going cutting all these. Oh, and I have 2 chicken breasts that I want to boil up. I think I'm gonna boil up so they don't go bad because I want to make chicken and dumplings. Not today. I might make it today. I don't know. Maybe tomorrow. But I'm keeping it here so I remember to stick it on the stove, and so I remember because otherwise it's gonna go bad, and then I'm gonna be really upset with myself. So I'm just gonna get this squash peeled. This is butternut squash. So I'm gonna peel it and then cut it, and then take the seeds out of it, and then chop it up like a sweet potato. Ooh, I gotta go in the back because number 1, I gotta get onions out of there. Number 2, I have a couple sweet potatoes I think that I want to add to the roasted vegetables because they're so yummy. It's weird. The whole window. 1 second. All right, guys, so I'm cutting up the sweet potatoes. I'm a little stressed. I'm handling some stuff with Jenny with the group home, and it's just, I got to manage myself and my family, and I got to manage Jen, and, she's part of my family, obviously. And just because she's in a group home doesn't mean that she doesn't have to be taken care of and managed, because you have to manage them at the group home, literally. And it's just a little stressful, because there are certain things that I need that, don't always get done for her. So they do mostly, though. It's a very, very good group home. It's not the group home. It's not the staff. It's the state is what it is. It's the state. So when I complain, rarely it's about the staff. Thank God she's lucky in that way. She has a very good house manager who I adore and love and is amazing. Thank God. But there's some stuff that's going on right now that I can't handle, that I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna sit back about it, and I'm the mother, regardless, I have the, I don't know if this is right to say, but I have the final say, on certain things, I'm putting my foot down with something that I think is absolutely ridiculous that's about to happen, that they think is gonna happen, but it's not happening. So, because Jenny gets upset. I'm not saying she has to be spoiled or anything like that, but adults with disabilities or people with special needs, we all know they have to be handled with kid gloves in a certain way, And the thing is that disappointment to them is what's disappointing to them would be nothing to us. We would say logically, oh, okay, so that's the way it is, I'll be okay, whatever. They have Jennifer especially too, I don't even know about, whatever, other people, but my experience, being around my daughter for 35 years, they don't take disappointment well, and you really have to handle them with kid gloves, and it's just that attitude that's oh, well, they have to deal with it. No, you know what? Yeah, they do. But it has to be minimized. It has to be minimized. And I'm not going to go specifically into what the problem is right now, because I just don't feel that's appropriate. But it's something minor, but something important. It's minor, but it's important at the same time. So, I have a very good relationship with Jennifer's house manager. She's a doll. I'm telling you, she's a godsend, and I thank God every day for her, because she is amazing, amazing. I can't even say it enough. But her hands are tied because she works for the state. It's a state-run group home, and she works for the state. So she has to answer to them, and I 100% understand that. So when she tells me, Linda, this is what's happening, I don't take it out on her or the staff. It has nothing to do with her. I have to handle it I have to handle it for the upper people, and that's what I'm doing. But I'm frustrated because I sent 2 emails out, and I'm all from this morning, and I haven't heard back yet. And it's time sensitive because it's something that's going to be effect on Thursday. So Jennifer just called me, of course, because she was upset. So I was trying to coddle her, explain to her that, don't worry about it. It is taken care of for Thursday. And, the house manager, women left, so she's gone for the day. So, Jenny's upset and she's crying. And she's like, Mom, I want, and it's just rough. It's rough. So, being a parent of an adult that's in a group home, it's this whole experience has been really enlightening, and it opens up your eyes, because even though she's in a group home and there's a lot now that we don't have to do, and that the burden is off of us physically, mentally, not mentally, it's always on mentally, you still have to be there. You still have to be there, the advocate. You have to make sure that everything is being, God willing, that you have, that adult, that whether they're 40 or 20, there has to be somebody there to advocate for them, and And I just, I was always a helicopter mom to begin with. And with Jennifer, of course, it's, triple than what, even for my other kids. So, so anyway, that's the story with that. So I'm a little stressed out about that. I'm anxious about that because I'm not getting a response. And I'm the type of person that I need a response. I need a response. I can't be sitting around waiting for, what the situation is. But I already know what the resolution is because I made the decision already to do it. So it's okay. I know it's going to work out. But it still causes me anxiousness and anxiety. It causes me turmoil. So anyway, that's that. Jenny, she never has to worry that, that she's alone because there are advocates out there for her. And the most important advocates are her family, which is me, my husband, her sister, her brother-in-law. I mean, we have a lot of family, my extended family. So Jennifer will never be left to take, to, what's the word? To have to advocate for herself, you know what I mean? She can only advocate for she doesn't advocate for herself. She doesn't. She just doesn't, and that's the way it is. So, so that's the way it is. I don't know. God does things for the good of everything, I used to be angry at God. Why did you do this? Why did you do that? But he does, everything that he does is for the good, for something good to come out of it. He doesn't do anything to make you suffer. He doesn't do anything to punish you. He does it to show you the way. And if he chose Jennifer for me and my husband and my family for a reason. And it was because maybe to make us more compassionate, maybe to make us more caring, to make us more, serving, to serve God and to serve people because we saw Jenny and all that. So there's reasons for everything. All right, guys, let's get these carrots home before I start getting into the mode. So the emails, what I just did was, and this is my MO. If people don't answer me, I wait. I waited it's like at least 5 hours now that I haven't gotten an email back. And so I go back into the email and I put question marks, like, hello, question marks. So we'll just wait and see. I mean, it's almost, what time is it? Oh, it's only 3:30, so they still got a little time, so we'll see. We'll see, but anyway, I'll distract myself with this. All right, so the carrots I'm going to do fairly around the same size as the sweet potatoes because I don't want everything to be like different sizes. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? That's really big. So, Bible study tonight. We're doing a workbook. It's an amazing workbook. Last night we learned about Adam and Eve, the story of Adam and Eve. What they sinned and what happened because they ate the apple. Now we learned about that last night. What else? I forgot. It's great because the workbook that we have is you read the work, you read it, and then you go, and it has all the scriptures where you can go look at stuff, what they just talked about, and then you answer questions. It's just really, really informative, and it's really, really good. I absolutely love Bible study. I absolutely love it. That's all the carrots that I cut? That wasn't very many carrots, was it? I really didn't seem like that much. I don't know. I'm gonna do one more. Got to write carrots on my list because I love carrots. Carrots are so good for you. Good for your eyes. It's good. They have carbs in them, but it's better eating that type of carb than it is, mashed potatoes, which I have an addiction to. I'm not shy to say it, guys. I'm not shy to say it. All right. Okay, so
I guess.
the carrots, the sweet potato, and the butternut squash are going to go together. Now what I'm going to do is I want to put it all in a bowl. The zucchini I'm going to put with the other food. I want to put it in a bowl and mix it up, and the olive oil and stuff that I want to put in it. 1 second. Oh, I got to cut up some garlic, guys. 1 second. All right, guys. So this is what I'm doing, okay? I'm putting some olive oil in the bottom of this bowl. Maybe I should show you. Okay. I'm gonna do this. All right. So what I'm doing, guys, is I am seasoning as I go because there's going to be a lot in here, and I want it to all be seasoned. So what I'm doing is I'm doing salt, pepper. I'm going to do a little bit of the cracked pepper and then just a drop of the regular pepper. Okay, give it a little mix. There's olive oil on the bottom here. I'm going to do garlic powder, onion powder, and good old buttery steak seasoning, the steakhouse seasoning. Guys, I'm telling you, I put this on my chicken wings and stuff, so everybody just loves it. It is so amazing. I'm telling you, Lily sent me like 3 or 4 of these. I don't even know how many I have left. I might have 1 left. I got to pick them up in this week. I got to write it on my list. So amazing. All right, where's the garlic? Oh, the garlic's out here because they were using it for pizza. All right, so garlic. It's going to have regular garlic in it, so it's going to, I don't want to go crazy with the garlic. Onion. All right, let's put the rest in now. Put some garlic in there. I'm not going to use all the garlic because I only have so much garlic. I'm using the last of my garlic, my fresh garlic cloves. So I'm siphoning it for each thing that I'm doing. And whatever fresh garlic I don't have, I'll use I'll put minced garlic in, you know. I'm listening to worship music, guys, on when I pause you guys. So I'm singing, you know, I sing. I'm still singing the songs. It's a nice day here in upstate New York. It's sunny, but it's a little chilly. What, it's like not even 50, right? I think it's like 50 degrees. But it's like a chilly kind of 50 degrees. All right, let's do more olive oil. Olive oil is like, I decided also yesterday, I could tell you something, you know. I pick and choose what I tell you, everybody, because, you know, some people can just be critical and all that, so whatever. But I decided that I'm going to really focus on using just olive oil, and that's what I use anyway. I only use the vegetable oil. I bring it out when I'm making something, like I fry something or whatever. I use half vegetable oil and olive oil because I don't want to use all vegetable oil, but I'm really going to focus on just olive oil because it's just so much better for your heart and all that. And, you know, we got to watch ourselves. I have to, Billy has to. I'm going for my test for the arteries in a couple of weeks. So we got to see what's going on with me. Not that anything's going on, but, you know, because of diabetes, I have to have I have to be checked. All right. Anyway, so. All right, I want to make sure that these are really nice and coated. Like I said, the oven's on 400. You don't want it soaking in oil, but you want a nice amount of olive oil on there. Okay, I always double season. You know me. You know me. Double season. All right. Now I'm going to spray this pan because I don't. Oh, you know what I have? Somebody puts their uses like parchment paper for their stuff, like for all cooking. I'm gonna do that. I never did that before. I always use it for baking, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna see what happens. I think it's gonna be fine. I think it's gonna be good. All right. What is that? Guys, oh my God, if you could smell this, it smells amazing. Amazing. Yeah. I know I got issues. Look at all that olive oil in there. You know what, guys? That's about $3 right there. So I'm not going to waste it. I mean, I'll use this bowl for the others too, so it won't be wasted. But look at that. That's the deliciousness right there. That's it. Yummy. Ah, the garlic. I'm telling you guys. Garlic is the bomb. I hope that Jesus has garlic up in heaven because I want to live everlasting, forever with him. But I want garlic too. Give me some garlic, Jesus, please. Alright, so let's just give it a little shimmy shake. Shimmy shake, shimmy shake, shimmy, shimmy shake. Now the garlic is cut pretty, pretty big. I'm just going to put a little bit more. So it doesn't burn. I mean, it's going to get a little crispy because the thing is that the oven's at 400, you know what I mean? But, so what I'm going to do is like every 10, 15 minutes. These will probably take like 45 minutes, 50 minutes because they're root vegetables and I should have my apron on. And they're big, you know. So I'll go in about every 10, 12 minutes and just do this to shake them because I don't want them to stick. Because if they stick, then they get broken and it ruins the vegetable, you know. You want to enjoy every bit of it. So I'm just making sure that these are kind of flat on this, so they'll get nice and crispy. It's not going to be perfect because this is, but this is a nice big pan. I love these pans. I could use a couple more of these pans, these nice sized pans. All right, so it looks good for now. Another little spray of olive oil. All right, guys, and that should be plenty. All right, let's get it in the oven. I'm excited about this. This is gonna cook. As soon as this is done cooking, I gotta get my chicken wings in the oven. All right, so let's get this in. What time is it? It is. Oh, let me have a message here. I'll be right back in 1 second. All right, so I'm gonna do the chicken wings, get the chicken wings going, but I wanted to do this get this going a little bit too. I'm not sure if I'm gonna put this in. I don't think I'm gonna put this in before the chicken wings because I need the chicken wings to cook first. So this stuff can always just wait on the side, and then after the chicken wings are done, I can roast this stuff. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so I'm gonna put the cauliflower in here. What actually I'm gonna do broccoli too. I'm gonna do cauliflower and broccoli together. So let's cut the broccoli up. Like I said, I've said before on my channel and on my videos that I do prefer the fresh vegetables and stuff. It depends on my mood. Sometimes I'm just like, oh, I'll just fill my freezer with the frozen, and then sometimes I'm like, you know what? I see the fresh and I'm like, ooh, there's just a difference. There really is a difference. Sometimes I just like to have the fresh, and that's what I had. I bought, like I said, the last couple of times I went shopping, I bought the fresh broccoli and the fresh cauliflower. And broccoli and cauliflower, I notice when you buy the heads rather than you buy like in the bag. Sometimes I'll buy the big bag of like broccoli and fresh broccoli in the bag or the cauliflower, and it goes bad quick for some reason. I don't know if it's the moisture that's in the bag or whatever, but this has been in my fridge. The cauliflower and broccoli probably 2.5, maybe 2.5 weeks. And it's completely fine. It was all wrapped up. It was completely fresh as could be. So that's how I'm going to buy it from now on. I still have some frozen in my refrigerator. Like I have in my freezer, I'll have string beans, a couple of bags of broccoli. That's what we eat. But just, for other stuff. And just for sometimes if I just want to throw it into a stir fry or just have it regular. I do have frozen too because I like both. But like I said, I do prefer the fresh. But you can't always get it. Financially maybe, or, because you can't get it. I don't know. There's a lot of different reasons. But I love raw broccoli. As we know. I'm going to put some garlic in there. So, with this. And we're going to season it with the broccoli and some cauliflower, and then we'll do it again. Alright, so let's do some more olive oil. Maybe you guys can see what I'm doing here. Sorry. Sometimes I forget that you guys are on with me. I do that a lot, and that's why sometimes I don't hit the button. But alright, so we got pepper. Just gonna do the regular pepper. I'm gonna do steak, buttery steak seasoning. Give it a little shimmy. Give it a little shimmy shake. Excited about my cookbook, guys. Getting it together. All family recipes. Family. And my own. My own family and my recipes. Nobody else's. All right, let's do garlic powder and onion powder. Onion. Well, this is garlic. That's garlic. Where's the onion? Here's the onion. All right, let's do more here. I'm gonna shake up that in a minute because it's been in there good. It'll be in there almost 10 minutes. Get this all done, and then I'll get the chicken wings going, and the others I'll do after. So. All right. Let's do more olive oil. Did I put I didn't do these seasonings, right? I didn't do this seasoning. Garlic. Onion. Butter the steakhouse. I'm gonna get the the parchment paper because I'm really excited about doing that. All right, I'll be right back, guys. All right, guys, I don't know if you know this trick. If you want the parchment paper to stay like flat, you crumple it up like this, and then you stick it on here. Now, I was going to use my big pan, but I forgot that I'm making chicken wings too, and I need the other big cookie sheet, so I'm going to use this one. I don't even know if it's all going to fit on there, because I don't like it to be like, what?
No, it won't.
I don't like it to be like on top of each other, but it's going to be what it's going to be, so. Where's my scissor? Why would I find my scissor? Why? Why? Because I need it. All right. Really? Come on. I think I sprayed this too. Yeah. Alright guys, broccoli and cauli going in.
So you need that for the wings?
No, the big one I need for the wings. That's over there. Where's my little spatula? Alright, all that. I'm gonna let this cook for like a half hour in there. Why doesn't it seem like it's very seasoned? And then I'll take it out when I go to put the chicken wings in. Because like I said, the chicken wings have to cook before this stuff will be done. We'll be alright on that first night when I'm gone. Alright guys, we're gonna give that we're gonna give the these a shimmy shake because it's been like 10 minutes, so let's shake it up. Ooh, shake it up. Alright. I got issues. Okay. Yes, I do.
Oh, you have mine?
Yeah. Alright, ready guys? Let's give this a shake, and hopefully it's not going to stick with the parchment paper. Yeah, there we go. That's a ticket. Oh, boy. Who gave me that tip? I got to find out who gave me that tip. I think I did mention it. I think I did mention her already, but I'm going to look back and see if I can find it. If you gave me the tip about the parchment paper for everything you use, let me know who you are again, because I'm pretty sure that I said who you were, but I wanna say it again. All right, so there's the broccoli and cauli. Now let's get the chicken wings going, because the chicken wings have to be dried and then they have to go in the oven because they have to cook at you know, I gotta get them in there. So. All right, let me see if I have an email, because I'm looking for an email. Ah, there we go. No, that's not it. That's not it.
The baby, and if you ever want to see your baby again, you'll pay me the rent. Can you talk? And
I don't understand why people cannot just give you an email back. It's not that hard. I mean, it really isn't. Unless maybe they're just not in the office today, the two of them. But the two of them aren't in the office. All right, so I have a little bit of garlic left. I use that for something else. Tonight I'm making, like I said, for dinner, the chicken wings, and I'm making tater tots, guys.
I really look forward to establishing a professional relationship with you in the future. To which you respond, I am referring to the definition of exposure and how much I get if it wins. Those are the two things mentioned that night.
You're right there.
The baseline price for the
Trying to
is $1,000.
clear this up on the table a little bit.
You just decided that it's $1,000.
Because
I can only imagine what's going through your head. What's going through your head?
I have to put some other stuff on here.
And so 20 minutes later, you answer.
All right, guys. So let's get going. We're gonna dry the chicken wings, and I'm gonna get them on the pan to get them going. So it's very important that you dry your chicken wings because you don't want them wet. This is gonna take a few minutes because there's a lot of them.
No more to possibly give. I personally had to put more than 3 months
But
work on this project. What's the prize money? Okay. I appreciate the effort and work you put into it. I would like to give you fair exposure for the work you put into it. You could have told me all this at the beginning if it was too much work as a professional.
I mean, you're only gonna be able to get them as dried as possible, as you can.
Work and pick up the fabrics
But
tonight. That was at 6:53.
I'm gonna put some hot water in them now because I noticed that the cold water. I mean, there's still some ice on them, and I don't want them. I don't want them frozen. So.
Everyone has a chiropractor soon.
Oh, again?
Yeah.
All right, people. So what I did was I did these already. I did one bowl. And I set this pan up with the parchment paper. I sprayed it really well. Where is it? Let me spray it just a little bit more here. Yeah, this is empty now. So anyway, we'll throw this out. Get these on here. Oh, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put olive oil on these. This is what I do with my chicken wings. So, olive oil. Should have put some on the bottom, and I didn't, but we'll season them up. Because what it is whoever else, what I do is I cook my chicken wings, right? I make them like the crispiness that I want, and then I leave them plain, and whoever wants to do their own thing, buffalo, or sometimes I'll make some, if somebody wants some garlic parmesan, I'll do that for them, or they can just dip it in buffalo sauce and blue cheese. Oh, we gotta make sure, you gotta go in the back and make sure we have blue cheese. All right, some more olive oil. Let's season them up with pepper. I should have did it like I did the vegetables, half and half, but I didn't. All right, garlic powder, onion powder, and then the seasoning, and then I'll mix it up. I don't go crazy with the salt because the Kinder has a little salt in it, so it's not a salt-free thing. So, I got to be a little bit cautious with that, so I do. So give this a good mix so it's all coated and all the bottom chicken wings are come up so they can get seasoned. Not going to do any more pepper, enough pepper. I'll do the rest of the garlic powder. Well, the rest of the garlic powder. We'll do a little bit of salt because, like I said, the Kinder is salty. Gotta wash my hands when this is done anyway. All right. Do garlic powder. I'm gonna use this paper towel here to do the broth, to do that. Well, I'm going to have to wash it anyway. I wash these things down anyway, especially if I'm using stuff like, if I'm touching my seasonings. All right, we're just going to use my hands anyway now because my hands are done. And then we'll put some paprika on these. Guys, I smell my food. Some people say, oh, Linda, that's gross. Why do you smell your food? You know what? If I don't smell the seasonings, I feel like it doesn't have enough seasonings. That's just the way I do things. So that's Create with Linda. That's what you're going to get. All right, people. So I'm going to spread these out. I don't want to really, I want to put enough on here, but I don't want to crowd the pan, but I do definitely want to utilize what the room I have. So I'm going to do some more chicken wings over there. I'm going to dry some more. And then we'll put the rest on here and get these in the oven. All right, let's get more paper towels. to dry them up with. All right. The only thing is, you know, you use a lot of paper towels, but that's okay because you have to, you know. Paper towels are utilized in that way. The garbage bowl, guys, if you haven't gotten this yet from Amazon, please get it. It's so, so, so amazing. It's so cheap. One of the best gifts my husband ever got me was the garbage pail. Right here, it hooks on the cabinet, on the door, on the drawer. It is amazing. You push things in there. It goes bigger, it goes smaller. It's just really a great tool for the kitchen. It really is a great tool for the kitchen. Love it.
But the plaintiff was the one who's being disruptive to our business. You know those Spanish people.
I gotta have my husband check because I want to gift some people that. Bill, could you go on Amazon and see how much the little garbage thing is that you got me? I'm curious to know how much they are now. I think they're under $20. I think they're really, really cheap. It's the best tool. It's the best tool to have in your kitchen. I'm not kidding. I'm not even kidding. Not kidding. People, I think that should be good. That's enough to just drawing them a little more to add to the other pan, and then I'll do those other ones. Like I said, I'm gonna make them all. All right, let's do the seasonings again. Here we go. What?
Wow.
That's it? That's awesome. I'll be alright on that first night when I'm gone. I was just listening to, it's kind of a sad song, but I was just listening. Oh, you know what I didn't put on here? Fresh garlic, but that's okay. I don't usually put fresh garlic on my chicken wings. I was listening to Rory Feek. She's a country singer. I forget her husband's name. I forget who he is. But Rory Feek, When I'm Gone, she died of, I think it was ovarian cancer or rectal, something like that. A couple of, God, it's probably like 7, 8, 9, 10 years, 8, 9 years already. And she made that song for her husband before she passed. Oh, the saddest thing you ever heard in your life. When I listen to it because I love it, but I literally have to like hold myself together because it's so sad and so it just breaks your heart. But it's a beautiful song. So if you ever want to listen to it, Rory Feek, When I'm Gone. And get your tissues because you'll need them. All right. All right, people. Here we go. God, some of these wings are huge. I personally like little chicken wings, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Hoo. All right, just a little bit more olive oil, and that keeps them crunchy. You know, I have the oven on 400. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I have to wash my hands. Let me wash my hands, and then I'm going to switch them and put them in the oven where the potatoes are, regardless if the potatoes are done. I mean, the squash and the carrots. I'll tell you. I'll show you. All right, people. Bill. Okay. Never mind. All right, let's take these out. We're going to see how they're doing, guys. Ooh, look at that. Oh, my goodness. Let's check out the broccoli. We're going to leave the broccoli in just until ooh, guys, that looks amazing. Just until the broccoli and cauliflower, just until I put more chicken wings in here. So, let's leave this. I'm going to put this one on the bottom. Ooh, the smell in here is amazing. Let me put the chicken wings in. Alexa, set the timer for 30 minutes. Okay, 1 second, please. All right, let's do that. Okay. Wait. All right, guys. So I took these out. This has to go in for about another 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. Well, 10 minutes. The broccoli and cauliflower is done. What I did was, I didn't show you guys, but I put some brown sugar on here, and I'm just gonna put some little pieces of butter all over it. Okay, this is how I make my roasted carrots, sweet potatoes, and squash. When I'm gone. Yes, it's brown sugar. Yes, it is, and it's delicious. And it's okay once in a while. You know. Here you go. I gotta taste one. Mmm. Oh my God. So good. Delicious, really. And like I said, the chicken is cooking. The broccoli and cauliflower is done. I'm going to put a little bit of butter in this. I put olive oil in here and all kinds of seasonings, garlic. Let's taste it. Mmm. Oh my God. That is so good. I can't even take it. I can't.
So I found out there is multiple types of stem cell therapy. Yeah.
Put some butter in here. And the butter will.
What's your big head?
There might not be any ready for dinner because I'm gonna eat it all. Alright guys, so the broccoli and cauliflower is done, so I'm gonna put it in this container. If they want to have some with dinner, it's their choice, you know, it'll be here. And as soon as one of the chicken wings are done, I'll put those potatoes back in. Those I keep calling them potatoes. I'll put the squash, carrots, and sweet potatoes back in. Well, it is sweet potato, but I really like how the parchment paper did this. Really good. Look at it, it didn't stick, nothing stuck. Usually they stick to the pan. Even when I spray and put olive oil, they always do. So, I'm gonna take this pan, and I'm gonna put string beans on here next.
Top shelf.
I'm trying to think what I'm gonna do with oh, I want to take a picture. Wait, let me take a picture of this. Yeah.
I've been in the closet.
All right.
Sorry, I'm so nervous. I've been with another woman.
I'm gonna do cabbage,
Yeah, take off your robe.
but the cabbage I'm gonna do in the frying pan with onions. I want to do that separate. I'm trying to think. I don't know if I should do peppers. I'm not sure. Let me think about it. Right now I'm snacking cauliflower and broccoli. Yummo. All right, so I'm not gonna do the peppers now. I'm gonna do the string beans, and then I gotta use up this zucchini. So I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do with the cabbage and the zucchini. I might put them together. I'm not sure. Right now I'm gonna put the peppers back. The peppers are still in good shape, so I'm not worried, and I have some carrots left, which is fine. I got the broccoli and cauliflower. I'm gonna get the tater tots going in the little toaster oven in a minute. But I'm definitely gonna do some roast some string beans, because these have been in here a little while and I just don't want them to go bad. I don't think they'll go bad. I think they're fine, but yeah, they're good. And I'm gonna leave them big. Well, they're I bought them in the bag, so they're all. I'm just gonna make them all, I think. Why not? I'm gonna make the whole thing. Couple here and there have the little ends on them, but that's okay. That's all right. That's okay. We're gonna eat it anyway. Yep. All right, so that's good. The cabbage and the zucchini. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get to it today. I might get to that tomorrow, and that's fine. I have the onions, the zucchini, but I did really, really well, guys. I did really, really well with the stuff that I made. Chicken wings are doing good. This chicken is in here. Oh, I'm really nervous about this. I think I'm gonna poach it. I really do. I think I'm gonna poach it now. Because I don't want this chicken to go bad. If I lose that chicken, I'll be so upset with myself, because, I do that here and there, and it's not good. Where's that pot? I can't reach that pot. Now I gotta call my husband or get the stool. What should I do? Should I get the stool? I'll get the stool. And then he'll say to me, why didn't you call me? Because I don't want to bother you every 5 seconds. I got a stool for a reason. So I straightened all that out with Jen. Did I tell you? Yep. I finally got emails back, but I already straightened it out before that. So it's all taken care of. You got to be an advocate for your child, whether she's 35 or 12, and disabled or not. Oh boy! But it didn't hit me in the foot or anything. The cover to the pot. These these can really hurt you. You got to be really careful, guys, with the teachers. I love it though. I love my set of pots. Thank you, Lily. Thank you, Lily. Thank you, Lily. All right, what was I doing? I was doing this for the chicken. All right, so this is what I'm gonna do for the chicken. Let me show you guys. All right. Oh, I gotta put water in it first. Okay, I'm doing 3 things at one time. This is what I do as I'm eating the vegetables. I'm gonna put water in here. Okay. We're gonna feed him. Yes. Just a little bit of bouillon. Just a little bit of chicken bouillon. Okay. We're gonna do some, just a little bit of Italian seasoning. Not sure what I'm going to use the chicken for. I might use it for chicken and dumplings. I might use it for chicken salad. Whatever I want to use it for. This is dried parsley. I have some fresh parsley in the back too. I'm going to put in there. I'm not really going to put any salt because I have the bouillon in there, and I don't want to take a chance of it being too salty. And then
in your face, Opie. No, you stink at it. Lunch money? What are you doing? Big freaking you, magazine. Hey, Jake, well, we talked to Miss Sheffield. I'm sorry I interrupted you. Go ahead.
Just smelling the chicken, making sure. I used it yesterday, so I know it's good.
Oh, okay.
But, you know.
Great, great. Well, look, talk about it at home.
So I'm just gonna put this in here carefully.
An extracurricular activity is.
Now, once it comes up to a boil, I'll poach it for like 25 minutes, which is just letting it boil. But it has to come up to a boil first.
I have information, vegetable, animal, and mineral. I know the kings of England and I got the lights historical from Marathon to Waterloo and
And put whatever seasons you want in there, guys.
what do you think?
What's this all about?
It's forever.
It's gay.
Okay, forget about me. Let's just try singing the song. Why not? Because it's gay.
Here's some parsley. I'm just gonna put
Don't encourage him. Don't make him sing Gilbert and Sullivan.
parsley's, on its way out, but it's.
Musical.
Where can I ask where my scissor is? Where is my scissor?
What you wanted to say.
Again, I have 85 scissors and can't find one. Why is that? Why is that? I would like to know. Okay, let's just throw that in there.
Okay, well, pick a band.
And then I'll siphon out the sticks, what it's.
I was afraid he was going to pick something gay.
So we're gonna let that come up to a boil. Okay, and then I'll let that, like I said, let that cook. Alright, let's check the chicken. I just drained out I drained out a lot of the oil that the chicken gives off, or the water, because I want them, like I said, I want them to be crispy. And it accumulates the water, but accumulates to whatever ones stick a little bit, just try to get them off. Because the less. Alright. Now the ones on top have been in longer, so they're cooking. But I mean, this oven is on 425, and it's like taking forever. This oven cooks very slow. I'm gonna put it on higher. I'm gonna put it on 450. And then what I usually do, guys, is I usually put it on broil for the last couple of minutes. I'm not going to put the tater tots in yet because they're only going to take about 8 minutes, 8 to 10 minutes. So I'll do that right before the chicken wings are done. All right. These are a little damp, so I'm just going to dry them a little bit. Did I put oil in here? No, I didn't put no oil in here yet. Sometimes I don't remember what I did 2 minutes ago. I know everybody can relate, right? You can relate to that. I know. Alright. When I'm gone. Alright, olive oil. Olive oil. Now I'm going to put it right on this pan that I use for the broccoli and the broccoli and collie. Right, we're going to put salt. Let's do garlic powder. Let's do some of the, I ran out of my Kinder's Buttery Steakhouse. I think I might have some in the back. I got to go check it out. But I have this one, lemon butter garlic. Butter garlic, and I have this one, caramelized onion butter. So I'm using both right now. I like the steak seasoning because it has the steak seasoning stuff in it. I do have other steak seasoning that I can put in here, but I just really love this one. I gotta go in the back. I think I have one more back there. I possibly could be wrong. Onion powder. I think I have it here. No, that's mint. Oh my God, what am I doing? I do have minced onion. I thought the other day I was looking for minced onion, and I didn't even. Oh, Linda, come on. And I forgot. I didn't even use it. I didn't remember I had it. That's what I'm talking about. All right, here's the onion powder that I bought at Sam's. Don't you love that you buy it and look how much waste, how much they don't give you. Yeah, I know. Supposedly, it's because, you know, what is it, bless you, what is it, the air pockets or whatever, and it falls down. Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's what they say. Oh, this is the one. Oh, I always do that. I bought the fine one by accident again. I do that a lot. Instead of buying the granulated one, I bought the fine one for the onion powder. I did that with the garlic powder ones. It's just as good. It's just, it comes out different. Pepper. I'll be okay on that first day. When I'm gone. Alright guys, we're going to put this garlic in here that I have left. I have the rest of this. Rest of this garlic that I didn't use for the other. So what we'll do is if I feel like it needs a little minced garlic, you know, as it's cooking, I'll put a little minced garlic on it, but I think it's okay for now. I think the garlic that's in here is okay. Alright guys, here we go. Strutting means now, you know. Alright, let's get all the stuff in here. Where's the thingy? Where is my spatula in the Saberette? We'll be alright on that first night. Excuse me, when I'm gone. I love music, guys. Just love it. I love to sing. Alright. So as soon as, like I said, as soon as the chicken wings are done, we'll get this in, and we'll get the potato, you know, the squash. We'll get the root vegetables in. They're so good raw. Oh my God. Delish. Oh my God. They're so good raw. Alright. I'm going to leave a few of these out for me to eat. I'm not even kidding. They're so good. Alright, we're going to leave this over here. Let's get the... So good. Oh my God. Alright. I'm going to put this tray over here. Alright guys, the other stuff remove that. The onions, the cabbage, and the zucchini, I'm gonna put in the fridge, not the onions, but this was from earlier.
There's absolutely nothing you're gonna guilty about. Good to know. There's candies here.
I'm gonna do this tomorrow.
Here's what we do. You go cover for me candy, and I'll get Fritzy the hell out of here. But I thought there was nothing to feel guilty about. Yeah, you know that, and I know that. Now go buy the candy. Tell her you go to Staples to see Roger.
Guys, I was so mad at myself earlier. I
Squid game, I can see you win well played.
Right.
Yeah, let's go enjoy our beachfront now.
Alright, let's check. I had zucchinis. Not zucchini. Avocado. I buy them, or I forget I have them, and then I was watching a video last night, and some guy was on there, and he's like, oh, avocados. I'm like, oh my god, don't I have avocados? And this morning I looked, and yeah, I did. I had 2 in the basket over there. But they were bad. You know, that was like, I was like, are you kidding me? They're bad. Oh my god. I was so upset because, number one, I love them. I gotta remember that I had them. Just goes back to, again, I gotta write a little list of what I have so I know. Alright, these are cooking good. It's on 450. I mean, how much higher can it be? Alright, so that's basically everything. So, I have to get my washcloth and clean off all my things. I'm gonna put these over here. I'm gonna get my washcloth. Wipe down this, all the things that I use, because, you know, I was using poultry. You know, I was looking at doing poultry and everything. Just want to make sure that nothing has it on it. These are so good raw. Mm-hmm. What I use, guys. Oh my god, it scared me. Alright. That was Jen. She wanted to know if everything was set, and I said, yep, everything's set. So I use bleach and water is what I use to clean. I put it in a spray bottle, and that's what I use, because all those other, not that I don't buy those other cleaners, I do with the lemon in them, and you know, the cleaners, whatever. I saw on a show that, or somewhere, that all those cleaners, they just have hardly any of like bleach in them. They all have mostly just fillers and smells that, you know, you don't, they don't really clean. So they said your best bet is to use bleach and water mixed in a bottle, or vanilla. So I use both. I haven't used vanilla yet, but I'm going to do vanilla too. I'm going to do a bottle of vanilla. Sometimes the bleach, I have to, you know, I got the ratio of what, like how much bleach I want, because if you put too much bleach, it's too bleachy. So yeah. But the bleach is good. It kills the bacteria. And I make sure I do that, especially if I'm doing like, you know, poultry or whatever. You want to make sure that your stuff is cleaned off. you know, it's a task. If you do it the way I do it, and this is, I'm gonna use this for something. If you do it the way I do it, and a lot of times I don't, you know, I just use my hands for whatever, then you're gonna have some issues that you have to clean up. If you don't, if you're careful and you know, you wash your hands every time you gotta use a certain thing, then yeah. But you know, who's gonna do that? I'm not gonna do that most of the time, so. Okay, so the water's boiling. Okay, so Alexa, set the timer for 25 minutes. Alexa, set the timer for 25 minutes.
25 minutes, starting now.
Alright guys, so this is, now this right here too is really gonna be good. It's gonna, actually, I should have made a bigger pot really. Well, no, that's okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep that, I'm tripping. I'm gonna keep that broth because that's gonna be like nice flavored, like chicken broth that I'll make tomorrow. I'll save it, and tomorrow I'm gonna make chicken and dumplings. Yeah. Nobody really eats it but me. Well, they're not really crazy about the dumplings, but it'll be like a basically like a chicken soup and then with the dumplings. Yeah. All right, guys. So let's see about this. These are getting crispy. I like it. These are sticking a little bit now. Why, I don't know, but they are. But it's good too because you know you spare your pans too from getting all crazy. But I really like to make sure that my chicken, oh shit, it's dripping a little bit. Okay. All right, you got to be a little careful. Yeah. You spare your pans from getting too bad, but you know it is what it is. I'm just trying to loosen up just a little bit because I don't like when the chicken wings stick and then they break and you lose the chicken wing. I don't want to do that. It costs money. These are cooking along nicely. These are getting nice and brown. They're not sticking. But I want them to be browner. I want them to be crispier. So they got to cook another probably 15, 20 minutes. And then maybe I'll put them on broil for a couple of minutes. Okay. All right, guys. I'm going to wait another 10 minutes and then I'm going to put the tater tots in. Yeah. All right, so this is all done. That's what. These are all done, so that's good. This thing I have to be vigilant on with cleaning it every couple of weeks because the crumbs fall on here. And if you saw a couple of months ago, about a month or two ago, I scrubbed, maybe a month ago, I took it, everything and scrubbed it. You gotta keep up with it weekly or you gotta do it once a month because it's just natural. I leave it open a lot, and when I'm cooking, the crumbs come down, things fly out, and I don't always see it. It is what it is, you know? It is what it is. Okay, now, another tip. If you just use these bags, like, for like, you know, meats and gross stuff, of course, you're gonna throw them out. But if you use them for something like this, look how good that still is. We can reuse that. I'm not gonna throw that out. And I tell you, if it was a little bit wet inside with, I don't know, water or, you know, something that's not like, you know, will make you sick, like chicken juice or anything like that, I'll rinse them out and dry them and save them and use them. Because if you can get a couple more uses out of them, you know, it helps. And every little bit that you do helps, guys. All right, guys, I'm gonna put these in the toast oven. I'm gonna wait 5 minutes and then put them on. They'll cook, they'll take like 8 to 10 minutes. And some of the chicken wings should be done by then. So, yeah, and then dinner's, you know, done. Oh. Okay, guys, right there. See, guys, this bag. Look at that. Look at that. My hands are slippery. And there you go, double use. You gotta save all where you can. I'm telling you. Craziness. Craziness. Alright guys, so the chicken wings are basically done. I'm just putting them on broil for 5 minutes each one. Because I want them to become crispy. Okay, so I'm gonna leave those up there. And then these right here I'm gonna take out. And I'm gonna put them in the broiler. When those other ones are done, I wanna put these back in just for a few minutes. So we got like another 10 minutes. Yeah, we should be eating by like no later than 6:30, 6:20. Yep, almost ready guys, almost ready, almost ready. Happy, happy dance, happy, happy dance. My back hurts, my back hurts. That's right, it's good, it's good back pain. Bible study tonight, excited. All right people, so here is the chicken, it's all done. Nice and crispy. The tater tots are done. And the other stuff's in the oven. If they want to have that, they can wait a few minutes to eat it. Otherwise, we'll have that tomorrow. Or they can have it later or whatever. The vegetables, the string beans, and the root vegetables. All right, so we're gonna eat. I'm gonna get my plate. Wait, keep it over. Bring it over here. Bring it over here. The chicken broth with the poached chicken is done. So
Dance with me.
I'm very proud of myself. I did a really lot today and I started at 2 o'clock. You're making everybody nauseous and dizzy. Get lost. All right. Okay, I'll be back with my plate, guys. Love you. Bye. All right, people. So here it is. There's the wings. They came out amazing. I made a little sauce for myself with honey barbecue sauce with some saucy Susan, and I think that was it. Yes. To dip in, so good. I got the veggies. The string beans are a little hard, but they're delicious. I love them like that. So, yep. So this is what's for dinner tonight, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had so much fun doing all this with you guys and getting all these vegetables cooked up and everything. It was great. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribers button because when you subscribe, it really does help my channel grow. And I so appreciate you. Don't forget to hit that notification button with that bell so you guys can be notified every time I upload a new video. Like and share and comment down below. Thumbs up, Bill. Let me see your thumb. Thumbs up or down. Woo, there you go. All right, guys. Love yous. Thanks for coming to my kitchen. Did I say that already? And creating with me and my home. I love yous. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye.